Coming to you from underground at an undisclosed location, this is Tread Comics Presents Blue Beetle Radio. Dan Garret was the son of a police officer killed by a criminal. He made his first appearance in Fox feature syndicates in Mystery Men Comics 1 in August of 1939 and began to appear in his own 60-issue series shortly thereafter. One Blue Beetle fact is that Charles Nicholas created the Blue Beetle. Unknowns at the time, he was in fact created by Jack the King Kirby, creator of the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, under an assumed name. Rookie patrolman Dan Garret originally fought crime as the Blue Beetle without the benefit of superhuman abilities. Garret later donned a bulletproof blue costume described as Garret as being made of cellulose, material which is as thin and light as silk but stronger than steel, and temporarily gained superhuman strength and stamina by ingesting the mysterious vitamin 2X. Like the Green Hornet, the Blue Beetle would use his signature scarab symbol to bedevil criminals, leaving it to be easily found, hanging it down from a room on a string, and even projecting its enlarged image onto a wall with a flashlight. The supporting cast remained fairly stable throughout its original run and included Joan Mason, a beautiful blonde reporter for the Daily Blade who would ultimately star in her own backup stories, and Mike Manigan, Dan's stereotypical Irish partner on the force, who believed, despite all evidence to the contrary, that the Blue Beetle was a criminal and was always trying to arrest him with little success. Dr. Franz, a local pharmacist and inventor of the bulletproof suit and 2X formula, including the portable wireless telephone nearly half a century before it came into common use, played a large role in the early issues, but eventually faded from the cast. The Blue Beetle was a 1940 American radio series on CBS Radio, based on the popularity of the superhero comic book character, the Blue Beetle. The series was not largely successful and only aired for 4 months. The Blue Beetle had a short career on radio between May and September of 1940. Just as in the comics, Blue Beetle was a young police officer who saw the need for extraordinary crime fighting. He took on the task himself by secretly donning a superhero costume to create fear in the criminals who want to fear the Blue Beetle's wrath. Motion picture and radio actor Frank Lovejoy was the Blue Beetle for the first 13 episodes of the radio series, while the rest of the show was voiced by a different uncredited actor. Thank you for watching Tread Comics Presents Blue Beetle Radio. And as always, you can follow us on Twitter at Tread Comics, on Instagram at Tread Comics, and as always on YouTube at Search Tread Comics.